Hello, good afternoon, everyone. This is Aldo, and welcome to another installment, the 7th installment to be exact, of the NPL Video Game Club. Today is Friday, December 18th, 2020. So thank you so much for stopping by. Really appreciate it. So yeah, just want to go over a quick little thing before we begin. I just want to say hello. So tomorrow, it's actually a pretty big day. Going to have our actual third Extra Life charity stream, and this is obviously holiday season, so this will be a holiday themed Extra Life charity stream, and holiday themed just in the case that the graphics and everything have been supplied by the fine folks of Extra Life, so kind of like a winter-esque holiday type theme. So that'll be tomorrow, December 19th from 4 to 8 p.m. right here on this same YouTube channel. So if you want to stop on by, again, for those who may not be aware, the Extra Life charity streams, we've been doing two. We've done two in the past. This will be our third one, and this will be the last one to top off the year. So in essence, the Extra Life charity streams are kind of what they sound like. It's a video game stream with the sole purpose of garnering funds for a children's hospital in the local area. In this case, it's the Connecticut Children's Medical Center in Hartford, Connecticut, where we'll be getting all of our donations towards. So I really appreciate anyone stopping by and giving some support. So if you go to when we go to our YouTube channel tomorrow, it'll have the links for the donation link. If you also go to our social media platforms, which if right above me, we have our Instagram, our Twitter, and our Facebook links. Well, not links, but our handles. If you go to those, it'll show you all the information and all the links that are needed to get any donations, and even with the stream. But again, the stream itself will be happening here on the Norwalk Public Library YouTube channel. So again, just a quick plug for that. It's very awesome little thing. So I definitely wanted to talk about that right at the get-go. So yeah, without further ado, today we're actually going to play a pretty cool indie game. It is called Mutant Mudds Deluxe. So this is a very cool game. I first played it way back on the Nintendo 3DS. I can't pinpoint what year, so I don't want to get too wrong, but I'd like to say 2012, 2013, maybe something along those lines. So, gonna be playing that, so without further ado, let me fire that up. And again, thank you for watching. This is our 7th installment of the Video Game Club here at the Norwalk Public Library. So let me fire the game up. I do need to tweak it a little bit to get it to show on the screen, so please bear with me. So you might hear something, but you probably won't see anything. So that is because the game runs in a little quirky way, so I need to get it to run here. There we go. Perfect. I can see it on my screen too, so yeah, this is an interesting game. It was developed by Renegade Kid. Oh yeah, 2012, 2013, so I was right. So to my knowledge, this was a 3-person crew. One person was in charge of all of the art. Another person was in charge of all of the soundtrack, the wonderfully retro soundtrack that you hear. And another person, I guess, was in charge of all the coding, if I'm not mistaken. So it's a small crew. And like I said, this originally came out on the 3DS, which was really cool because this game, as you'll see in a second, makes use of dimensional planes. And what I mean by that is, obviously you see like your main character, who's the blonde gentleman on the left, So normally, as with any platform, you'd be walking left to right. The interesting thing about this game is it uses planes, so there are moments where you can jump into the background or even the foreground, which leads to other areas in the game. So it's very similar to, say, Virtual Boy Wario Land, which was a game on Nintendo's ill-fated Virtual Boy way back in the mid-90s, which, if you're not familiar with the Virtual Boy, it was a short-lived console, but what it was kind of like these goggles that you would put on your face, and the game would be inside the goggles, and it was this black and red color scheme, but all of the games utilized this 3D effect where there was like a huge depth of field, and it created the illusion of 3D. The problem was, well, one of the many problems was that system, when you wore it, because the black and red color scheme was so strong, you would get teary-eyed, or even most people would get headaches after playing it for a little bit. So, as you could probably tell, it maybe wasn't the best idea from Nintendo. So, they eventually scrapped it because not enough people bought it, you know? And again, this was a time of experimentation, and at the very least, Nintendo tried to do something new, but it didn't quite work out. It was pretty rough. So yeah, without further ado, you know what, let me just check something very quickly here. Let's see. One moment. All right. But yeah, this is a pretty fun game. It's simple, you know, and it's actually a little bit different than the 3DS version. The reason why it's called Deluxe is there are some, I guess you can call challenge stages that you unlock as you complete the game, which are for, you know, the experienced player. They're not easy. They're tough, but in a good way. This game is never unfair. It is tough, but it's fair. This game, again, like I said, was originally released on the 3DS, but it eventually came out on the Wii U, PlayStation 3, PC, which I'm playing right now on Steam. Excuse me, and if you're curious to try this out, in the description below for the YouTube video, there is a link for the Steam version of the game if you want to get it there, which I believe is currently going for $10. If you wait about a week, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a Steam sale, so it'll probably be cheaper. My guess would be $5 or less. Alright. So starting a new game. Of course, we're going to start from scratch. So it's a very simple story. Not a lot to it. There's a big asteroid coming down, which unleashes these creatures called Mudds, which you would assume they're made out of mud. And you're watching TV or playing video games, and your grandma's like, well, you better go out and go rescue the world. So it's simple. It's really just two buttons. There's a jump button, and you have a water gun, so you shoot water. You can also double jump to do like a hover. And that's pretty much it. You collect these diamonds, and you'll notice that there's a counter on the top of the screen, top left, that tells me how many I've collected thus far. So there are two ways to complete a stage. You can either go and go through and collect all the diamonds if you want, and get to the end post, which is kind of like a giant version of those diamonds. And you notice this is kind of like the tutorial stage. It's kind of giving me things to do. I can shoot while I'm crouching, shoot while I'm jumping, shoot while I jump. I can also shoot while I'm hovering. So this is what I was talking about, the really cool aspect of this game. You'll notice in the background, there's a lot of stuff going on. So I walk into this yellow arrow and I jump. I will then jump to the background. So there's only one other game I could think of that did something like this, which, going back to that Virtual Boy I was talking about before, there was a game called Virtual Boy Wario Land, which did the exact same thing. The premise of that game was there were areas where you could jump into the background and continue the level, which I think at the time was very unique, and honestly I can't think of any other game that allows you to do that. So it's wholly unique in that regard. I just passed a checkpoint, so in the case I do lose a life, I can continue where that checkpoint was. Though again, this is a simple stage. Really no reason to lose a life unless you're being haphazard and careless. But sometimes mistakes happen. And you'll notice again there's another yellow arrow, and if I jump here, I will jump into the foreground again. These big guys, I shoot them 3 times, they explode. And now, I'm going to be able to jump yet again into the foreground. Now this is a hidden stage. In every level there's a hidden entrance, which brings you to another part of the stage. Now you'll notice that this one says V-Land. So this is indicative of Virtual Boy. So when I go in that stage, it's going to be a red tint. Now on the 3DS version of the game, there is a 3D capability, so that whole jumping into the foreground and background really works. Without any of that eye strain and headaches that the original Virtual Boy gave you. So there are 2 ways to complete a stage, as I mentioned. You can either exit through this area, which is more challenging. I'll do that the second time around. And then there's the normal exit, which would be going here to the right. So you notice that the big crystal on the right, that's the end stage. So once I touch that, I'll complete the level. You notice on the top left it says 100. There are 100 little crystals in every stage to collect. So I've completed this stage, and this is kind of my overworld right here. These are all the stages that I can go to. So they're numerical, you know, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. So usually, in order to access those stages, I need to collect, or I need to have 2 markers. So what I mean by that, you notice I'm standing over this door. There are 3 icons. One, which is directly above me, is the big crystal, which I collected at the end of the stage. On the left of it, you'll notice there's a little diamond, which are the little diamonds I collect 100 diamonds. And then on the right, it's not filled out. That means that you completed the hidden entrance, or the hidden part of the stage. So each of those counts towards your collective total. So in this case, I have 1, because it's that little icon there. So if I were to get the Virtual Boy, I would then have 2, which would then unlock these 3 doors right here. And pretty much the same thing. So if you really want to complete the game 100%, you want to get as many of the 100 water sprites as well as the hidden exits. You can also climb up here to Granny's attic, and from here you get power-ups. So in this case, 800 would equal a upgrade to my gun, makes it more powerful. And then here, this is 1200, which this allows me, I believe, if I remember correctly, to blow up certain walls. And then 1600, this is an upgrade to my jetpack, which allows me to jump up even higher than before. And Granny's right here, so she's kind of the merchant, but I've only completed 1 stage, so obviously I don't have enough to get all of this. So we're going to go into that first stage again. And now we're going to complete it. Now notice, because I already collected 100, they're no longer here. So the game does advocate repetition, or revisiting stages if you want to fully complete the game. You know, standard enemies, usually 2 shots will suffice. The little ones here, just one. Again, want to watch out for any spikes. Jump into the background. Checkpoint just in case. Notice there's a wall right there, right? So that would be something where I would need the upgrade to my hover pack to one, jump higher, and also the upgrade to my gun, which would allow me to blow up those walls. And notice to the right of it, there's a wall that says CGA land. So that is yet another hidden exit, but I can't access it right now because I don't have the necessary equipment or upgrades to do so. Exploration is key in this game. So again, that hidden exit was here on the left. V-land. And you notice the color scheme of the stage has changed completely. Now it's red and black. Again, very similar to Virtual Boy. So again, this part of the stage is a bit trickier. Want to be a little more careful. With these guys here, you can always duck. 3 shots, again, will take care of them. 1 shot with the little guys. I can jump to the background. 1, 2, 3. Again, now, the interesting thing about this compared to the 3DS version, the 3DS version had a timer. You notice there's a timer at the top of the screen, but in the 3DS one, you were limited. Each stage was limited to 4 minutes, I believe. You had to complete it in 4 minutes. In this case, the timer is infinite, so I actually don't need to rush through stages anymore. So that's a nice change of pace. I mean, it was a nice layer of challenge. Again, want to take my time here. I can always duck if those guys get too close. 1, 2. One. Now see, this jump is a little bit tricky. You kind of do need to use your hover pack right at the apex of your jump. All right. Always duck. 2 shots. Then the big guys are 3 shots. Now with the life bar, you'll notice the top right are my hearts. That's how many hits I can take, so I can take 3 hits before I lose a life. So I do need to be mindful of that. And there we are. There's completion of that stage. Okay, so as I mentioned before, now those other doors that were listed 2 are now unlocked. So I'm available to use them if I'd like. Alright, just one moment here. And just make sure the comments are working here. Okay. I was a little worried that the comments weren't showing up. All right. So yeah, I'm going to proceed with the next level here. But before I do that, let me just post this on my social medias here to indicate that we are live, of course. And thank to anyone who's watching. I appreciate it. Just one moment. All right. Just sent those out. Perfect. All right. So let me return to the game. Just make sure everything can be heard clearly. Yep. Okay. So yeah, let's proceed with the second stage here. And before I do that, let me just kick on my fan. It's a little hot in here. I always want to make sure that whenever you're playing games, you want to make sure you are properly hydrated and refreshed while you're playing. Always helps keep your focus on and ensure that you play in comfort. Alright, so the next stage would be over here. So yes, in the original 3DS version, there was a time limit. In this deluxe version, that's no longer the case. So don't need to worry about beating a stage as fast as humanly possible anymore. So you'll notice with this enemy, he jumps from the background to the foreground. You need to wait for him to jump over there. Now I also want to see what happens over here. So I do want to try to get everything. So exploration is always awarded for those who take the time to look. Alright, so I can't reach that area because I don't have the upgrade to my hover. So I kind of need to go back. You notice that's the exit mark right there. So I'm going to have to make my way back to the beginning of the stage, which is over here. No big deal. So you'll notice I'm at 53 water sprites right now, so 100 is what I'm at every stage. So as long as I have 100, when I'm done, I am good. So I'll jump here to the background. Remember, hitting these guys 3 times is enough. Watch out for the little guys, they can be a little hard to see. You duck down and shoot, and you'll be fine. Now notice there is a hidden level here, G-Land. So I'll do that the second time around, Right now, the first time, I want to make sure I get all of the little water sprites, which are the little diamond. Bones, hey, what's up, my man? Cassandra, hello, thank you for stopping by. No, no worries. Having a snack is good. As I was actually saying earlier before, always important before any gaming session to make sure that you are properly hydrated and you have some good food in you. Alright. So I'm actually on stage 2, just to give you guys some heads up. Okay, so this would have been where I would be with the hoverboard if I had skipped this area. So yeah, this game is Mutant Mudds. This was I originally played this way back on the 3DS. So this game is very cool because it makes use of foreground and background elements, which is very cool. Haven't seen that since Virtual Boy Wario Land, which I was talking about a little earlier. But I hope, either way, Cassandra and Bones, I hope you two are doing well. Want to watch out with these disappearing platforms. Notice there's another hidden stage way back in the background there. So I would need an upgraded hover pack to be able to reach that. Want to time your jumps. I'm at 83 water sprites right now. So now I'll be able to jump into the foreground. Now this, there's probably something there, but since I don't have the upgraded hover pack, I can't risk it. I'm at 96. Wait until they jump into the background, and then I could go back. Very nice. 1, 2. Workday is over, stopped over my parents for dinner, now it's time to relax. Never seen this game. Oh, okay. Well, awesome. So, yeah, the whole point of this is to maybe get some eyes to this wonderful game. It's a really cool game. Alright, 100. Again, want to tread lightly. Alright, end of the stage is right here. So I completed it with the normal level entrance, but I want to get the hidden stage because I'm a completionist like that, and also to show you what the different hidden stages look like as well. So yeah, this game came out in 2012. It was originally on the 3DS. It came out on the Wii U, PS3. It's on the Switch, I believe. And I'm playing it on the PC, so this is the Steam version of the game. So this is called Mutant Mudds Deluxe. It's a bit of a souped up version compared to the 3DS original in the fact that, excuse me, it has extra challenge stages, a little bit of extra content, and, you know, unfortunately it's not on 3DS, so it doesn't have the 3D effect. So the 3D effect, if you played it on 3DS, would be jumping into the background, jumping to the foreground, very much like Virtual Boy Wario Land. Excuse me. And it was a very cool effect, and it's really a shame that Nintendo never ported any 3DS games or Virtual Boy games to the 3DS. Blows my mind. It would have been so simple for them to do so. And this game was a real big proof of concept that on the 3DS it could have been done easily. Alright, so get to the Virtual Boy, Game Boy level is down here. Have it on Switch? Nice. Sadly, I do not own a 3DS. Oh, okay. I mean, I would say this is definitely a really cool way to experience the 3DS. It's one of those, because, you know, the 3DS is very gimmicky in how, you know, the 3D aspect works. So notice I'm in Game Boy version, and it's mimicking the, you know, the monochromatic, the dot matrix green of the original Game Boy, which is pretty cool. Alright, so here I want to be careful with where I land. So these stages are more difficult, the challenge ones. Want to time my jumps. Again, these guys, 3 shots and they're good. There we go. And to be easier, I'll take care of him first. And I fell. Now you do have infinite tries though, so it's not super punishing in the fact that, you know, you're limited to lives. So this game is very forgiving in that regard. Now it does get harder. And you know what? That was my fault for jumping the gun there. I'm gonna take care of him. Oh, I did not time that as well. Alright, 3rd time's a charm. Again, it's been years since I played this, so, you know, once you get into the zone of this type of, you know, Mega Man-esque platforming, it'll come back. But it's a right to fail a few times. Failure is but the harbinger of future success. Okay, that's 1, 2. There we go. I could just skip that second platform entirely. That was the problem. I was trying to complete it all in one go. Ordered through Super Rare Games, I think, so it's somewhat limited. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. Obviously on 3DS it was a, you know, a digital game, so... Alright, I got hit once. One, two, checkpoint. As long as I don't get near him. One, two, three. There we are. Alright. Second stage completed. So you'll notice as I complete the stages, you'll notice in the foreground, it's a little blurry, but there are 4 doors with their green, and notice how they have 2 diamonds, so as I complete a stage, they will fill up, and I think those... this game doesn't have bosses, but I think those unlock challenge levels. So if you're in the background, the enemies in the front do not hurt you. Nope, it's dependent on which plane you're on. So if you're in the background, only background elements can affect you, and if you're in the foreground, only foreground elements can affect you. So on and so forth. So yeah, the game doesn't get unfair like that. So yeah, unlike the 3DS version, each level was limited to a 4-minute time limit. Not so much here. There is a timer, but it really has no bearing that I'm aware of. So it's cool. You know, again, I don't know if you've ever played Virtual Boy Wario Land, if any of you have. Really, one of the only reasons to get a Virtual Boy is that particular game. Alright, so I'm gonna have to revisit this to collect all the sprites. So again, in any given stage, there are 100 water sprites, which are these little diamonds that I collect. If you want to be a completionist like me, you want to get them all. So like this is what you're talking about. So you notice how there's an enemy in the foreground, but I'm in the background. So since I'm on a different plane, he can't affect me. It's a little trippy at first, but it's a cool, cool little concept. So again, I got all the sprites. Now there's a foreground and a background jump. So the question is, which one do I take? Let's go foreground. Hopefully I made the right choice. So it can be a little disorienting. You know, because you don't know which way is which. Now it's going to allow me to go back this way. But what I want to do is I want to go on the background. Because the background, well actually, you know what? The background leads to the hidden level. So you know what? We're gonna go this way. There's actually two hidden stages. There's a Virtual Boy in the top left, and then this right here with a wall. But in order to break the wall, I need to upgrade my gun, which you eventually get upgrades with points, or with the amount of diamonds that you find. Have you played a lot of Virtual Boy games? I never really played too much of it when we had one. I've played a few. I've played Boxer, Mario Tennis, Tetris 3D, Waterworld. But the biggest standout is for sure Wario Land. That is definitively the way to go. You know what? I don't remember if in order to beat this I need to get all of the diamonds in one go, or if it's relative. So let me go back here. And I timed that wrong. $73. So I got the big thing, but I didn't get all 100, so I'm gonna have to go back. Okay, so it only the ones that I'm missing, pretty much. So I need to go to that other part of the level. And then get the rest. But if you haven't played Virtual Boy Wario Land, it is a very cool game, and it's an absolute shame that Nintendo never released it anywhere else. You know, because this works so well, this would have been a perfect way on 3DS for them to release Virtual Boy Wario Land. For another generation to get it, because, you know, how many people owned a Virtual Boy? Not many. Alright, so now I can go all the way back here. Now before I hit the checkpoint, I want to get rid of all these guys first. Big guys take 3 shots. I want to make sure I get all the crystals. Fortunately, I can't go up here because I don't have the boost on my hover pack. But that's okay. You'll notice I have 100 of the diamonds now, so I'm good. So you know what? I can't even reach the hidden stage because, one, that one is way too high. So I need the hoverboard upgrade. Hoverpack upgrade. And then the other one here, I need the gun upgrade, which allows me to break the walls. So I actually can't even do it if I wanted to. So at least I finished that one. 300. It breaks my heart that I can't do it, but again, you need upgrades for it. Never owned one, a friend did, but I was not very fond of it. Probably will add one to my collection one day. Oh snap, I did not even notice them in the background. Yeah, it's weird because this is the first time I'm playing it on PC. So, you know, the PC version, and I'm assuming the console, the PS4 and Wii U and all that, because they don't have 3D, it does a depth of field effect. I'm sure you notice that when you go into the background, the foreground gets blurry, and vice versa. You go into the foreground, the background gets blurred out. So that kind of helps you with the immersion. And can I just say how nice the music is? I don't know how loud the game is for you guys, but the music is very good. And again, if you didn't catch me at the beginning, so this game was created by a 3-person crew. It was literally just 3 people who made this game. So, pretty darn good, I must say. You know, it's got that... This kind of feels like something that would have been released on a Game Boy Advance. Or even a Game Boy Color. Just want to wait for him to go in the background. Watch out for those spikes. Wait for them to jump back. Little guy here, duck down and shoot. Notice there's another hidden stage way in the background there. But I need the gun upgrade to blow up those orange walls, and as well as the hover pack upgrade to boost myself higher. So that will be something to keep in mind for later. So yeah, I mean, it's a simple game at its core. It's really just go through the stages, collect one, if you want, collect 100 of these little diamonds. Luckily, the game tells you how many you have, so that's always good to know. Now notice, again, another hidden stage, but I need the upgrade to the gun to get there, so I can't do anything there just now. Oh no, thank you, Bones, I appreciate it. You know, I try to play competently. That's, Alright, so this is very Mega Man-esque, right? So one leaves, the other comes back. And I didn't listen to my own medicine. I didn't even... I don't know what I was thinking there. But that's alright. Infinite tries, so you are okay to keep losing lives. As long as you learn the next time through not to make that mistake. One, two. So again, I can't do anything over here because that's a thing for an upgraded gun. It's alright, I had to take that hit. So again, you notice that the wall right there is what I need. Alright. There's probably something hidden here too, but I need the upgrade. And these guys get hit 3 times. So I just want to time it. It's just kind of a rhythm that you encounter. You do, yes. It's a little disorienting for sure. Alright, so we need 2 more diamonds. Get him. And there we go. Got 100. Got hit once, but that's fine. Kind of one of those necessary things you gotta take. But again, I can't get those because I don't have enough upgrades. So if I go to Granny's store, I have 400, so I can't do my upgrades just yet. I need to get 400 more. But the upgrades are upgrade to my gun, which allow me to break those orange walls. This one is an upgrade to my hover pack. It allows me to hover for longer. And then this one right here allows me to jump higher with the hover pack. So I can't do anything with those just now. Nice. Yeah, I mean, please let me know what you think about the game. So I really loved this game when I played it. I didn't play a lot of games on 3DS, to be honest, but I really dug it. It was like, oh, this is this was before. Again, this is 2012, so it was before the time when retro was cool, really. So this was kind of an inspired platformer with that little 16-bit aesthetic to it. This is before Shovel Knight and all of those, a lot of those indie games that kind of followed that retro game blueprint. So, at the time, it was unique. Right, so these big guys take longer. Now we're on the dreaded ice stage. The stage that messes with your momentum. So this can be tricky. If we allow it to be. Who doesn't love an ice stage, huh? So you want to watch out with these hammers. I find the best thing to do, just hover. Instead of trying to move with your momentum. So that'll just take too long. Just hover, it's easier. Don't you agree? Alright, so now we have enemies that are turrets. So we gotta watch out for them. I believe if you duck, you're fine. But 3 hits is what it takes. These guys take 5 hits. Or 4 hits. Are there water stages? No, not that I remember. But again, this has different stages too, so it's possible. I'm not entirely sure. Watching the character hover when you jump reminds me of Mario Brothers 2. Yeah, in a way, kind of like that Luigi aesthetic, right? You make it look easy? Oh, no, no. It's just, as long as you take your time, pace yourself up. See, I almost messed up right there. Luckily, I caught myself. Alright, so here, because it's a bit of a larger gap, I do want to get momentum. Then jump. Now, I gotta be careful, because there are turrets here. I believe. Oh, no, no turrets here. Okay. Again, 2 shots is all it takes for these guys. As long as I get to the very edge, I can get them. As long as I duck, I just miss them, so... Alright, so I'm at 90. Wait for him to jump in the background. $92. Hover shots are your best friend. They allow you to shoot in place. Nope. There we go, 100. Alright. So you know what? I didn't even look at the hidden stage. I'm pretty sure it was a hover jump, if I don't remember correctly. Music is good. Yeah, it's catchy. It's simple, but catchy. I didn't even notice the hidden stage. You know what? But you can always quit. So, let me just take another quick look here. What did I need for the hidden stage? Can always quit mid-stage, so it's no big deal. I should have taken a better look. Want to keep an eye out for that hidden stage. Ooh, dodge that one real nice. Okay, so 4 shots for these guys. Alright, where did I miss the hidden stage? Oh, you know what? It was up there. It was a hover jump. I just forgot I said that. Well, let me just see how I access it. I'm pretty sure it's a hover jump. So I say, you know, if the game is less than 10 bucks, you know, go for it. It's simple, it's a nice distraction, it's fun. Duck, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to use the hover jump to get up here. Okay. That's fine. Again, for anyone watching, you know, who may not be interacting in the chat, thank you for watching. This is the NPL Video Game Club. So this was a weekly on Fridays, 4 to 6 p.m., where my name is Aldo, and I work at the Nordic Public Library, and just play some video games and try to get a community of people together to just hang out, relax. You know, it's there's a lot of streamers out there who stream, and most of them are not really family friendly, so the whole idea behind this, because we're working for a library, I'm working for a library, the idea is to have something that the whole family can watch with no worries of anything, you know, inappropriate. One, 2, 3. There, I don't have to worry about him now. Just want to take my time here. No reason to rush. Notice the hidden stage here. Another thing where I would need to upgrade a gun to be able to break through. Alright, so this one's going to be a little bit tougher. Because he has an advantage. But I can duck. Or I can't. Okay. I thought I could duck. Never mind. Alright, so... do I go here? I think I have to go here. Go down. Another hidden stage, you'll notice to the right. I would also need an upgraded gun to get there. Shoot down, you're good. Then come back the way I came. So that brings me to 40 sprites thus far. Back to the foreground. Same thing. Instead of running, just hover. It's a lot easier. Now again, with these guys, I can't do anything there, so it is what it is. One, two, three. So I'm at 47. Now again, these guys are in the foreground, so they can't hurt me. Now there's something over there. How I get over there, I don't know. What am I missing? Seems like I missed something over there. Ooh. I may have missed out on that. There we go. So foolish me. Look at that. I almost missed out on a whole little section here. This is why you always have a keen eye to observe your surroundings. I would have missed out on that whole thing. Okay. Now with this, I don't know how I can get him. Because he's covering the whole platform pretty much. I'm glad they don't make you recollect the diamonds each time you go back. Yeah, that's actually a big relief, and I don't remember if the 3DS one was like that, to be honest. Have this playing on the TV? Nice, thank you. Looks like he starts off running in place before he goes anywhere. Definitely hover jump or you're gonna get hit. Well, again, keep in mind that the blue surfaces are icy. That's why I'm slipping around. Okay, so in this case... Ooh. Man, I don't know what I can do with this guy. I think I'm gonna have to take the hit. If I want. Unless it doesn't look like there's a pixel perfect way to do it. Because if I take any of these routes, I don't think I'll be able to go back. I'm gonna have to see what I can do with this guy. gonna have to take the hit. Same thing. There's nothing I can do. If I get hit, I'm gonna lose a life. Yeah, I can't proceed. And I need those crystals too. Ooh. So I'm in a bit of a bind here. I'm gonna die. Unless I do a pixel perfect hover that somehow I can get him. Nope. Not happening. Alright. But now I need to get these crystals again. It's alright. Challenge is part of the fun, right? Alright. 1, 2, 3. I mean, if I had the upgraded hover, I could bypass these guys. Well, I guess I might as well get rid of these guys. Duck. Alright, one more hit and I'm toast. But I had to take them. I had to take the hits. Ooh, you know what? I can't even make that jump. So you know what? I can't even finish this stage without the upgraded hover. Because I can't even jump that high. Look at that. Alright. So it is. Okay. Hmm. 500. I need 800, right? I do. Ooh, that's rough. Man. Hmm. Yeah, I guess there's no point in going to that stage again because I don't have the upgrades. So I can't even get all 100 sprites without them. So again, some people may think the backtracking stuff is annoying, but I mean, if you grew up playing 8-bit games, it's really no huge conceit, you know, it's what we were bred and accustomed to do. Time for an upgrade, yes. I need 800 though, I only have 578, so I don't have enough. So I need to keep on trucking. But it's okay. Alright, 1, 2. Again, as long as you recognize how many hits belong to every enemy, you are fine. Alright. Notice right above, right here, there's another Game Boy Advanced level. But again, I need the upgraded hover to be able to do that, or the rocket jump, I should say, the high jump. And 2. And with these guys, want to jump in between. One, two. Now there is a pit here. Whether or not that leads to another stage, I don't know just yet. It may, but I don't know. It may just be a pit, so I definitely don't want to take that chance without knowing. Looks like it's just a pit. So good thing I didn't jump down. 98. 99, 100. Alright. Awesome. 678. Alright, getting closer to 800. What, this is in 4K? Well, technically, I mean, on the stream it's 1080p. For me, it is running in 1440p. So, I mean, if you had a 4K monitor on the PC version, you could run it in 4K, but again, because the game and the art style is so simplistic, you wouldn't really notice it, I guess. This game is very cute. I like the little flying meatball guys. They're called Mudds. So, that's why they look muddy. They're kind of like Goombas, right, in Mario. Quite similar. Alright, so look, I would need an upgrade. Unless there is another jump in the foreground. In this area, maybe, to bring me back. I remember these guys are 4 hits. Alright. Yep. Foreground jump again, so that will lead me here. Three hits. So there's a Game Boy exit here. Ideally, I want to try to get all 100 though first before I attempt that. I'm at 70. Ah, see, that tricked me. He's in the foreground. I'm not even there. But now I can be. So the scaling can be a little bit tricky. The depth perception, I should say. Three hits. Three. And then another hidden stage. Game Boy Advance. But again, I would need the hover. So basically what I would do is, on this platform on the bottom right, I would use the hover, the high jump, and then the extended hover to get over here. Little guy. There's the exit right on top. Mutant Mudds, yeah. Since you missed the opening cutscene, I mean, the story's very light, but basically my character was playing video games at home with his grandma, and then an asteroid fell down and brought these mutant mudds. And somehow I have a water gun that is able to take them down, and that's my job. There we go, 100. Alright, 778, getting closer. But I want to go to that Game Boy level now. Now that I know where it is. Game Boy is over here. Again, I don't need to get this guy. Oh, you know what? I can't even get it. Never mind. I need the upgraded hover. Never mind. I did. Well, at least the 3DS version. The 3DS version did not have the ghost stages, which apparently have enemies that you can't destroy. So, yeah, I did though. I had the 3DS one. I absolutely did. So this mirror brings me to... These are the extra stages. These are the hard ones. So I definitely wouldn't recommend doing these until you complete the main game and are understanding of the mechanics. Alright, next stage. Oh, look at this. Kind of like Bowser's Castle, right? Now we have... This is where the training wheels come off. So again, the background stages can be pretty hard to keep track of because there's so much going on. So now with the turret, I need to be careful. Now I can always just go behind him. 1, 2, 3. No worries. One, two. Now notice this pit. That is a Virtual Boy level, but I don't have enough hover to be able to get there. 1, 2, 1, 2. Checkpoint, definitely want that. 1, 2. I'll make sure I get a good jump. There we go. So I want to watch out for these. Then there's this guy too. So it's about timing your jumps. And I just didn't follow my own advice. And I did not time that right. Try that again. There we are. But again, luckily you have infinite tries, so it's not the end of the world. There we are. There we are. One, two. 77. 1, 2. Now notice there was, again here, another platform. I knew I would need to upgraded hover to get there. So the game is a bit of a tease. $100. Perfect. Alright, so I can get an upgrade now. So I got the power shot. So now I could go back to, I think, maybe this stage. And hit one of the walls. I don't remember which stage, though. So might need some backtracking here. Yes, upgrade. So we'll find out together if this is the right stage. I hope so. Let's see, where is the upgrade? Or you know what, actually, I think it's one of the first stages actually that had it too. But it wasn't marked. Because sometimes it's not always marked on the map. Alright, so you know what, that one? I need hover for that. So that's not going to work. Alright. So you know what, we're gonna go down, maybe it's this one? No, the tutorial stage was 1. It might be this one. It might be. I don't recall now. Ah, there it is. You know what though? That would also need a hover. No, I did that one. Wasn't there another stage? This might have been one with 2. I don't recall anymore. So, I mean, I already got that one. So please bear with me. Again, I don't recall. I know one of the ice stages had it. I know that. Oh, these shots also travel farther. So it definitely helps you. You know what? That's hoverboard. That's hover. Not hoverboard, hover pack. Alright. But you know, sometimes some stages may have 2 or 3 different ones, so worth checking out. I'm thinking, though, this may not be one. So the end sprite is there, yeah. Okay, so not this one. Right. Let's take a look here. See how farther the shot goes now, though? That really helps. I don't remember anymore. Luckily, I no longer have to be very close to them for the shots to register, so that helps a lot. Okay, once you get all the upgrades, it really does help the game. You no longer feel as limited as you do normally. Alright, so now I need to wait for this thing to go turn around. You know what? I think this one... It was the one that was up here, right? Yep. So I don't think this has another one. Not this one. Okay. What about this one? Okay, so this one, I'm not going to be able to make that jump, but this would be the gun that would break that wall. But I remember there being a level with 2 of them, so... Alright, luckily I could deal with him without getting hurt. Right, that was just a... Yeah, that's just that. Yep, it's right here. Here it is. There we are. Alright. It's another instance of... So here I can duck. So I need some momentum. Alright, 2 shots. Remember you pointing some out, but I have no idea which levels you were playing. Yeah. It's just, this was one for sure. So I know that. So we're on the right track here with this one. Alright, so I don't want to distract myself with shooting them, because that's what's going to cause me to lose. Again, I can duck. There we go. Nice jumping, thank you, Bones. Alright, so that is 1. What about this one here? I don't recall. But now that I have farther reach with my gun, it will be easier. So I don't need to be so close to get them now. Okay, so that one is hover, but this may be one of those stages that has multiple. Oh, watch out. Boom. Okay, so yep, that one I need the hover, or the extended jump to do that. Actually, I need the extended jump and the hover to get there. Oh, okay, that's that one. Some of these stages are shorter than others. What about this one here? See, now with the upgraded gun, I don't need to risk it and jump near him to get him. Okay, so I need to hover for that. Is that it, or is there another one? I don't recall. I mean, I may be out of luck right now. Okay. So I need the hover jump as well. Okay, so that one I can't do. What about this one I just did? I don't recall if this one had... I don't remember this one now. I know there's some kind of jump, but I don't remember if there's a gun I need to get. I think it might be here. Yep. Top right. I don't know if you could see it. So I would need to jump off this platform, super hover, and or super jump, and then hover. Okay. Can't do it. Alright, new stage. And I don't know why I did that. That was a total lapse. I knew what I was doing. You know what? We don't want to take any damage. We're going too fast here. We need to slow down. Getting too greedy. See, normally with the 3DS one, that's when you would be making mistakes because you are on a time limit. But there's no reason to be doing that here. Alright, these guys, I can only hit them from behind. Because they have a shield. So if I hit them from the front, they'll block it, and if I'm too close, they'll hit me with their sword. So you gotta be careful. Alright. Wait for this guy. There we go. Now, because I have my upgraded gun, I can hit him from behind with no worries. Alright, checkpoint. Time to jump just right. Just gotta watch out for how these things jump. There we go. Again, always hit this guy from behind. Notice there is a... So I would need to the rocket jump to get up here. To do that jump. Having a timer would not make this as fun for sure. That would just add a stress. It did, yeah. If I remember correctly, it was 4 minutes was your time limit for 3DS. But again, if you hit a checkpoint and you die, it would reset it, but... Definitely makes it a little easier. Not having to worry about the time. So notice I can go either way here. But I would need the hover jump because I can't reach that normally. But I can use the gun to break that wall. What? 100 sprites? There we go. 978. So if I remember correctly, I think I needed 1200. Yeah. We're getting there. We're getting there. Little by little. Alright, so you gotta be careful here. So best thing to do... Actually, I can't even do that. There you go. Risky. Now you gotta deal with platforms getting in your way, impeding your progress. Just gotta be careful. Again, same thing, these guys, get them from behind. Ooh, I jumped too late on that one. Luckily, there's a checkpoint. Narrowly made it. Whew. Alright. Got him. Yes, ouch indeed. Alright, virtual boy level, but again, I don't have the upgraded hover. Unfortunately. Alright, same thing. Just alternate. Alright. Yeah, I would need the hover jump to the extended jump to get to that other platform there. Close call, yes. I'm glad you caught that. Sometimes you get in the zone and the autopilot reflexes come in. Alright, so what am I, 1078? So I need a few more. For the little guy. CGA land. Again, I would need the rocket jump and then the gun will break that. But it is what it is. One, two. Luckily I can hit him without having to do any of that. So notice there's another right here where I'm shooting. I would need the extended hover to reach there. Unfortunately I can't right now. Ooh, man. That was close. That was close. Almost messed up with the spinning. I got hit once, but that's fine. Three. Boom. Before I hit the checkpoint, I just want to make sure I get all the guys. 61. If I jump that way, I'll die. Alright. I'll make sure there's no lava. So it's kind of messing with you with the layers. Because you don't know which one is which. Plays tricks on you. Alright, so this is going to be a long jump. I'm just going to barely make it. $94. Got rid of him. Now these lavas are on my level, so I need to be careful. Especially with these two here. Ooh, very close. Pixel perfect. Whew. Alright, 100. So close to the 1200. Oh, I just need one more stage. One more stage. I would say so. I would have jumped to my death a ton figuring the background levels. Oh, this is fun though, man. It's nice to revisit this after so many years. It really is. And 2. Ah, yes, okay, so this... I can hear it already. So this is a new threat. This is an enemy in the background, and he blows you into the foreground. So you gotta... So like here, I need to time it, so I don't get near his blowing, because he'll blow me to the foreground. So if it happens prematurely, I need to be careful, because I can't get back. Alright, so that's a level I can break through. But I want to get all of the sprites first. So I want to get all of the stuff I can get here first, before he blows me into the foreground, or the background, or foreground. Then here, want to duck. Same thing. No worries, Cassandra. Chatting is never necessary here. So with him, in this case, you got to be careful, because if I get blown into the foreground, I'll die, because there is no foreground obstacles to save my fall. So that would be an instant death. You got to be careful with that. So these guys are pretty sinister. So again, every level brings with it a new challenge. And want to time your jumps. Luckily, the music helps you relax, you know? Very zen. I can see the end of the stage on the top left. So we're almost there. So again here, just gotta be careful. 100. And boom. Alright. 1200, so you can get the other upgrade. So this is the extended hover. So unfortunately with the game, you can only equip one power-up at a time. You do unlock Granny later on, and she has all power-ups at the same time, so you definitely want to play with her. But unfortunately, it's not possible with the main character to have all three equipped at the same time. So you'll notice on the bottom left, my hover bar is at full. Trying to think what is an extended hover I can do. I don't know, honestly. I think the most pertinent one would be this one here, 16. Because I would need that to get to certain stages. I definitely want to hang on to this for now, because the fact that I can shoot farther helps. The extended hover, I can't think of anything right now where I would immediately need it. Because I kind of need the rocket jump more than an extended hover. But yeah, thank you. Chugging along nicely. So again, with these guys, you just gotta be very careful. You don't want to get blown away. So like in this case, see the hidden stage here, I would need the rocket jump as well as the gun. So Granny would be the only character I could do this with. I gotta time to jump. So now this one you gotta be careful. And he blew me away, but luckily I have a safe way to go back. And I fell into the spikes. Luckily there was a checkpoint. So it can get a little tricky. Oh. Alright. So you know what? I want to get all of these first because I may not have to come back to this area. It's just, yeah, the timing of it. And because my character is just a little slow, it makes it a little harder. There we go. Notice there's another hidden stage right there. So I would need the extended hover to get there. Unfortunately, I can't do that. If I were to equip the extended hover, though, I could do it. There we go, 100. Good thinking, yeah. So you know what? What I could do is I could, if I wanted to, because I know I can get that with the extended hover, I could switch out and go back to that stage. Problem is, now I have my normal gun. So I have to tread more carefully now. So it's like I get one thing, but I lose the other. Kinda stinks. So I just gotta be more careful because my bullets don't go as far anymore. There we go. Isn't the music so relaxing though? It's so nice. I love it. Alright, so now with the extended hover, I can get over here. Now we're in a Game Boy stage again. Another guy blowing me away. Alright, so I gotta watch out with these. Unfortunately, I don't have my extended gun, so that'll make this harder than it needs to be. Luckily, there's a checkpoint. Slow and steady wins the race. I see the problem here with these guys. So I'm going to want to try to kill the guy on the bottom. He's the one that's going to be the biggest problem. Gives the game a good challenge though, not letting you use more than one power at a time, plus they let you play as a character that has all of them. Yes, but I believe Granny, if I remember correctly, is unlocked once you complete the game. Alright, so that could have been a lot more complicated. But, luckily... Oh boy. Well, there I go. That was the end, too. It's alright. We'll get there. See, the timing on those clouds, they're tough. Alright. Timed it just right. Ooh, look at this now. See, now this is where you need the extended hover, because you need to fall and then hover. You gotta time it just right. Ooh. There we go. Whew. See, that was a bit of a tough one. And then here, switch back to the power shot. That could have went badly. That could have gone badly. Let's see, 1, 2. Then what am I missing here? 1. Oh, I forgot about these guys. Yeah, they shoot bombs. The bomb has a big radius. Okay. I forgot about these guys. So you gotta be very careful with those guys. They can appear at the worst times. So before there, I could have used the gun to take care of them. Alright, so I want to time this so that get them when they come out. I completely forgot about those guys. They are the worst. There we go. Sometimes just can't help getting hurt by them. There's another hidden stage up there. Yeah, sometimes you can't help but get hurt by those guys. Alright. Oh, I fell. Oh my god. What? How did I fall? Wow. Alright. I was able to avoid him, luckily. I don't know how I fell off that other part. That was very strange. There we go. I could have sworn I was on the edge, but somehow the game did not agree. Run for your life, yeah, pretty much. There's so many hidden stages, there are, which I think is cool. Oh boy. $99, and boom, 100. Alright, you know what? It's 6 o'clock, but we'll do the last Virtual Boy stage. Just to round it off. We'll end it on a good note. Here we go. Oh my god, I'm getting careless. Oof. Yeah, careless. Alright. Gotta time these better. Alright, time it now. There we go. Alright, so this one I have to drop down before he falls, before he blows. Yeah, gotta love it. All right. Okay, you want to talk about tight spaces, huh? N-bomb guys. There's nothing I can do to hurt them. And there's a shield guy. So in this case, I would pretty much have to tank a hit at some point. There's no other way around it. Thank you, Bones. Alright, so... I want the bomb to go off on the right. Not where I'm gonna land. So I need to do it. Alright, that was 2 hits. Not good. Not good. Alright, luckily there's a checkpoint. Yeah, rocking a hard place, absolutely. So I kind of need to time it to do it where he's leaving. Oh. Nope. That wasn't gonna work. Alright. We'll get it. Persistence is key. If I could get rid of these guys, that would make things so much easier, but alas, I cannot. If I was Granny, I could, but fortunately I'm not. See, the bombs are gonna hit me. So I just have to go, that's the thing. I can't think too much about the bombs. I'm gonna get hurt. From someone, like, no matter who it is. That's what makes it hard, yeah. They weren't there. And if they weren't blocked, you know, it just sucks as their bombs, the area of effect is so large. Alright, that's one. Alright. Tanked another hit. Luckily, the end is right there. Alright. So luckily you have 3 hits to take before you lose. There's just too much going on there not to take a hit. Yeah. I mean, if there's a way somebody could do it without taking a hit, my hat's off to you. Because, I mean, with the normal guy, with Granny it'd be easier, but with the normal character, it's tough. Alright, so... you know what? It's 6:07, so I think this would be a good time to end the stream here, so let me quit here. And again, I do have my save point, so, you know, maybe we could try this again next week and make some more progress in Mutant Mudds Deluxe. But, yeah, let's, pause for the cause, and thank you those who stopped by today. I really do appreciate it. And again, I also need to mention tomorrow, big day, it's going to be our 3rd Extra Life charity stream for the holidays. So it'll be tomorrow from 4 to 8 p.m. right here on the same NPL YouTube channel. So we've been doing this twice thus far this year. This will be the last one for 2020. So the whole idea is I play more video games, essentially is what it is, but we also have a donation page where people can donate towards funding and helping fund materials and equipment for the Connecticut Children's Medical Center in Hartford, Connecticut. So it's a wonderful, wonderful place doing things for children in need. So if anyone is interested in hanging out tomorrow or donating in advance, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. It's a wonderful thing to know that you can help people out, especially in a year such as this. So, thank you, all of you who stopped by. Cassandra, Bones, thank you for hanging out in the chat. I really do appreciate it. I really, really do. Thank you, Bones. Great job. Have a great weekend to you as well. And yes, I'll be here for the charity stream. I'd love to see you by if you know, if you can help spread the word. We do have posts about it on our socials, which if you look above me, we have our Instagram tag, our Twitter tag handle, and Facebook handle as well. So if you could spread the word about it, that'd be wonderful. I'd love to see you there tomorrow. Hopefully weather cooperates. I believe it will. So thank you for that. So yeah, we'll conclude for the charity stream, and also to let you know for a programming note, next Friday, normally the video game club is on Fridays, but obviously next Friday is Christmas holiday, and also the week after on Friday will be New Year's Day, so we will not have the video game club for the next 2 weeks. So we will reconvene. Let me check my calendar here. I should know, huh? It'll be Friday the 8th of January, 2021. Look at that. So it'll be our next video game club session. On behalf of the Norwalk Public Library, myself, I do wish you a happy holiday in case I don't see you then. Be safe. Be courteous to one another. Kindness pays dividends in more ways than we could ever know, especially these days. So being kind to one another goes such a long way. So thank you. And I hope you have a wonderful holiday break. And take care. So thank you so much for watching. Again, NPL Video Game Club, with the exception of the next 2 Fridays, we will be going on every Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. right here on the NPL YouTube channel. I'd love for you, if you could, maybe if you like the channel, like the video, subscribe to the NPL channel, because we also do, obviously, events and programs that are not related to video games, because it is a library, so there are a wide multitude of programs going on, so definitely check it out if you have the time. And I really do appreciate it, so have a wonderful rest of your evening, enjoy the weekend, take care, and be kind to one another. So as always, this is Aldo signing off. I will catch you guys next time. Good night.